Is it India's Men Too movement? Recently, the suicide of a 34-year-old Bengaluru techie, Atul Subhash, has reignited discussions on men's rights and legal inequalities in India. There is a spotlight on IPC's Section 498A, which talks about protection of married women from cruelty by their husbands or their relatives. It is also famously called as anti-dowry law. सुभाष एक प्राइवेट फर्म के एम्प्लॉय थे जिनकी डेड बॉडी उनके अपार्टमेंट में मिली. He left behind a 24-page suicide note and a 90-minute video which is going viral. His death is highlighting the allegations of harassment by his wife and in-laws and the frustration with the biased judicial system. So the key question remains, is it India's Mento movement? Now आइए जानते हैं what do you mean by Mento movement? Mento movement is a social movement which was against false sexual harassment allegations in a Me Too movement in India. अब Me Too movement क्या था? It is a social movement and awareness campaign against sexual abuse, sexual harassment and rape culture, जहाँ women अपने experiences of sexual abuse और harassment को highlight की थी. But in some cases, there were cases of misuse in response that led to the starting of Men Too movement. This sensitive case also got highlighted due to the insensitive comments by political leaders and celebrities. Like Kangana Ranaut said that men are at fault in 99% of the marriage cases. Remember, it is her opinion, and opinion can be the most degraded form of a fact. The death of Atul Subhash, a techie, also highlights that he has totally given up on Indian justice system. See his tweet that a dead man is requesting Elon Musk, real Donald Trump, to save millions of lives from woke ideologies and to restore freedom of speech in India. Now he has totally given up on India's justice system. He's tagging Elon Musk, real Donald Trump. आइए जानते हैं इस सेंसिटिव केस के इंसिडेंट के बारे में. दिस इंसिडेंट वाज ब्रॉट टू लाइट जब अतुल ने एक ईमेल एक एनजीओ को भेजा था जो कि मेंस राइट्स को एडवोकेट करता है. द ईमेल रिवील्ड दैट अतुल्स इंटेंशन टू एंड हिज लाइफ, प्रॉम्प्टिंग द एनजीओ स्टाफ टू अलर्ट द पुलिस. जो इन्फॉर्मेशन पुलिस को मिली, पुलिस ने उसमें एक्ट किया, एंड व्हेन द पुलिस केम इनटू हिज हाउस, उनकी बॉडी डिस्कवर हुई जहां एक प्ले कार्ड था, उसमें लिखा था जस्टिस इज ड्यू. सो व्हाट हैपेंड टू अतुल? In the video which is going viral, Subhash कह रहे हैं, I feel that I should kill myself because the money I earn is making my enemies stronger. That same money will be used to destroy me, and this cycle will keep going. With the money from my taxes, this court and the police system will harass me, my family, and other good people. So the supply has to be finished. He also demanded that after his death, his wife and her family should not be allowed near his body. Subhash also requested his family not to immerse his ashes until his alleged harassers were punished. वो हमेशा जस्टिस की गुहार लगा रहे थे. He urged that if justice was denied, his ashes be thrown outside the court's gutter. In the note, he sought custody of his son for his parents, believing they could provide better values. Subhash revealed that he got married in 2019 and had a son in 2020. He alleged repeated harassment by his wife's family for money, demanding several lakhs. He claimed that his wife left the Bangalore home with their son in 2021 after he refused to meet their demands of money. जो नोट उनके घर से बरामद हुआ है और जो वीडियो आप देख रहे हैं विच इज गोइंग वायरल, तो was it a structured plan before suicide? Because the reports indicated that Subhash has divided tasks last day and execute last moment. He has made a checklist which included backing up data, clearing payments, informing lawyers, and sending final messages. He also emailed his allegations against a family court judge to the High Court and Supreme Court before sharing goodbye messages. जैक्सन उनके क्लोज फ्रेंड का कहना है द टेकी faced immense stress due to 9 legal cases filed by his wife. In the video, he seemed frustrated rather than depressed with the system. He also wanted to highlight the bias against men. In response, Subhash की फैमिली ने पुलिस कंप्लेन अगेंस्ट सुभाष वाइफ एंड हर फैमिली एफआईआर लॉन्च कराया है. Subhash family alleged that her wife, Subhash wife family were demanding 3 crore to withdraw legal cases and 30 lakh for violation rights to Subhash's son. And every time the Atul Subhash entered court, he was mocked by in his laws and told to die if he couldn't pay. Subhash की family also voiced concerns over the systemic failures and the judicial bias. His father revealed that Subhash traveled to Uttar Pradesh at least 40 times for the court hearings. He also told that mediation court didn't work by law. His brother Vikas said that every law in India is for women and not men. Remember, that is the reason we're calling for gender equity in laws. Now, the police has started investigation in the suicide case, जहां मराठा हल्ली पुलिस ने abetment to suicide case अगेंस्ट सुभाष वाइफ एंड हर फैमिली को लॉन्च किया है। सुभाष की फैमिली एक्शन डिमांड कर रही है अगेंस्ट द जज मेंशन्ड इन द सुसाइड नोट। एलिगेशंस थे कि उन्होंने 3 करोड़ मांगे थे टू विड्रॉ द केसेस एंड 30 lakhs फॉर विजिटेशन राइट्स टू हिज सन। Bosch also left a video message and a 24-page note outlining the reasons for its despair. इस केस के हाईलाइट होने के बाद there is a call by netizens to Accenture to act because Subha's wife worked there. That fire Atul Subha's wife. There is a growing call on net. अब आइए जानते हैं इस केस का इम्पैक्ट क्या था। There is a growing demand for justice, which has sparked debates on gender equity in legal system and the challenges faced by men in the marital disputes. Justice for Atul Subhash has gained traction online, demanding action against those named in the FIR and also for the legal reforms. It also highlights the issues of justice, accountability, and misuse of legal provisions. Ongoing investigations are expected to influence public discourse and policy changes. Remember, justice system is not perfect in India, whether it is the case of Nirbhaya, whether it is RG Kar case, or whether it is Atul Subhash case. That the justice and legal system should be reformed at the earliest. आइए जानते हैं कि इस केस से रिलेटेड कुछ लॉज। फॉर एग्जाम्पल सेक्शन 125 ऑफ सीआरपीसी जो कि एलिमनी एंड मेंटेनेंस प्रोवाइड करता है टू प्रोटेक्ट वुमेन एंड चिल्ड्रन हु आर वल्नरेबल सेक्शन फ्रॉम द डेस्टिट्यूशन इन द केस ऑफ मैरिटल ब्रेकडाउन। 2020 में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने रजनीश वर्सेस नेहा जजमेंट में यूनिफॉर्मिटी लाने के लिए एंड मेंटेनेंस और एलिमनी प्रोवाइड करने के लिए कुछ गाइडलाइन प्रोवाइड की थी एंड ये भी माना था कि a rigid formula for guideline was impractical but the court identified key factors जो कि ध्यान में रखे जाना चाहिए। For example, income of both spouses, the duration of the marriage, the child's needs, and the social status of the both parties. There are also different laws which are coming into picture. For example, Section 24 of the Hindu Marriage Act, yeah, husband can claim maintenance if the husband's income is inefficient during divorce. Section 25 of the Act also permits permanent or one-time alimony for the husband upon finalizing the divorce. And the court also ruled that the husband's reasonable expenses and liabilities must be considered while determining alimony. Also, as you know, that IPC is replaced by Bharati Nyaya Sanhita, जो कि ये बात कहता है that allows for change in the amount of maintenance in case there has been change in the circumstances. That would include the changes in financial circumstances, including job loss, or if the wife gets a higher salary, or the other changes such as remarriage of the either party. So Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita also provides some kind of flexibility. Remember, this sensitive case में there are various allegations and police is investigating it. But as we say, suicide is not a solution, पर help is just a call away. आपको कुछ भी अगर लग रहा होगा तो these are the helpline numbers. Avsara 24/7 helpline numbers where you can get counseled. Now, court has also noted that despite the statutory provisions mandating time-bound resolution of these type of cases, the Rajneesh versus Neha verdict identified key factors that is leading to delays in the system, which include heavy caseloads on the family courts, frequent adjournments requested by parties, and prolonged time taken to complete pleadings, even at the interim stage. So there are various stakeholders involved that needs to be reformed for the complete overhaul of Indian justice system. So at last, there should be justice for all, and it should be irrespective of every gender. Second should be there should be reform of criminal justice. Third should be there is a prevention of misuse of such laws. So at last, we expect that investigation सही रास्ते पे जाएगी and there is a call for reforms in India's legal system